Hey, this is JR, the boxing junkie, coming to you from Baltimore. This is me and Santee, Walden, part 2. Enjoy.
He's been around enough people in boxing in order for him to get commercials and different endorsements to keep the finances coming in, to keep the lights on. He doesn't have to get his head knocked off,
Right.
for however much money a fight. Just I don't know what the deal is, but if it's down to money, he has enough friends in boxing to where so they can help financially put him in a position to where so he doesn't have to work.
Right.
He's not. It's not like he's a guy like Jeff Lacey. Like Jeff Lacey, as sad as it is, and as wrong as it is, he really does have to keep fighting because he doesn't have the connection that Shane Mosley has. Shane Mosley worked for Golden Boy Promotions. He's been around different people like Richard Schaefer and so forth, and Al Heyman and those guys.
Yeah.
So,
And he's been promoting his fight with Mayorga. I guess
right.
he promoted that whole thing. I mean, he brought in the cameras. He did the whole damn show. So his last fight too, I think. So and what's sad is watching his son fight on the undercard and shit. It's really a turn off from boxing when you see shit like that. But on to some positive shit though. Thurman and Porter.
Right. Oh, my bad. Right. They Thurman and Porter, right?
What a fight. I can't wait for that shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be, I think that's going to be a good fight, which it is first. 5 or 6 rounds, and I think Keith Thurman's going to pull away.
I agree with you 100% there. Now, I know Porter is going to be coming for nothing but the body.
Yeah.
But I expect Keith to weather the storm and break him down.
Let me ask you a question. I got a question for you, right?
Okay.
As far as with Sean Porter, what do you think one of his big flaws is coming in the ring with a guy like Keith Thurman, with Sean Porter coming in the ring with Keith Thurman?
I was going to say the first flaw is his goddamn father. But he just doesn't have. I look at Porter as more of a brawler, and I look at Thurman as an all-around talent. I mean, now I'm pretty sure Sean's gonna be giving up Thurman should have the reach advantage, and I don't think Porter has the experience that Thurman has. Thurman's fought some decent people. Now that you look back at the Chavez fight, Diego Chavez turned out to be one hell of a fighter now. Now, excuse me. But yeah, I got Thurman winning by knockout in that fight. And yeah, knockout. He's a hard puncher. He is a hard puncher. But it makes me leery. That body punch he got hit with by Collazo, he broke out his bicycle. But who doesn't when they get hit in the body,
Right, absolutely. I mean, if the body just slows the legs down, it makes you try to protect yourself in different ways that leave chin and head exposed. When somebody is damaging you downstairs to the body, like, that's not anything where you have to really scratch your head and notice that there's stomach hurt.
Yeah.
They're like, it's very visible that they're in pain.
Yeah.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, Sean Porter and Keith Thurman are both good body punchers, but Keith Thurman's really stand out because he can switch his levels, man. He just has different styles in the ring that confuses fighters, and he knows how to get out of trouble situations. He definitely does. To me, Sean Porter hasn't really shown that. Sean Porter comes in the ring like a damn half the time like a wrestler, man, and he's trying to
he reminds me a lot of. He brings a lot of his football background to the ring. Sometimes he smothers his own punches.
Right. A lot.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah. And
to you, what was one of his best performances for Sean Porter? You know, out of his career, the best performance you've seen him in there with.
Shit. Maybe the most impressive to me, really, was probably the Paulie Malignaggi.
Yeah, I was going to say the same.
The way he just came in and broke him down. You know, Paulie's still slick. I mean, of course, he couldn't hit his way out of a bag with razors in his fist, but you know, Porter just fucking ran his ass right out of there. Put that scar on his face and shit.
Right.
Now, one thing I don't like about the welterweight division is Danny Garcia. Cherry picking Danny Garcia, man.
Yeah, but recently you had his father coming out bragging about cherry picking.
Yeah, what the hell was up with that, man? Oh, man. It's like they...
That was so disgusting when I heard it, man, but then it made so much sense when he did it. Like, this is the reason why your son is in the ring with competition the way he does, man, because you feel like it's okay.
Yeah.
Telling people that they shouldn't take certain fights and they should wait a couple years. And I mean, it's okay if you want to do certain don't try to push that on the rest of boxing and other people in boxing, man. You do your own thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad enough with the picture that we see now that we think. Because we don't know for a fact a lot of these guys, Golovkin is one of them. You know, that they're good competition because of the cherry pick. Folks doing everything they can to protect their record.
Right.
You know, 32-0, what is it? 32-0, 18 knockout for Danny Garcia. And he has had, he fought a couple of credible guys. I'm not going to say his whole career was cherry picking, but the Rod Sulphur fight, man, I'm just going to say, they know better at this point. Everybody at this point, if you're the top guy, if you're the guy, possibly that Floyd was calling out, this and that, and all this other type of stuff. Everybody, any guy that you step in the ring with, until you decide to retire, needs to be prime time competition. You shouldn't be hearing about some guy that is a mandatory that we've never heard of. This is what we're getting recently from a lot of these guys, man. Even down to the guy's name, the Golovkin blast opponent,
Wade, was it? Dominic Wade?
Dominic Wade. I can't even think of the piece of shit's name, man.
Yeah, man.
It's garbage, man. It's total garbage.
I don't want him to stop his shit with his unifying belts when he's taking step-aside money.
Right.
3-4 different times, I believe.
Oh, my God.
Going all the way back to Sergio Martinez, he's taking step-aside money. So...
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
So he can shut up with that, give me his belt shit when he's taking all this step-aside money, you know?
Right. Absolutely. I totally agree with that.
Yeah. Tito Garcia did an excellent video on the game that Golovkin's promoters are playing with us. And
I did not see that.
you gotta check it out. It's an older video, but I suggest everyone check that out, man, because he really fucking nailed it. There's a game going on there, and I'm starting to believe that the Canelo fight was an agreement between them. Because I just don't see him doing what he needs to fucking do to put that fight together.
Absolutely.
You know, learn some English, take some notes from Ali,
right?
And you know, stalk the man, call him out.
Exactly. And the proof is right in our faces, man. It's in our faces. You know, that's why I can't shy away. I'm not even scratching my head like, is that true? Now, I believe it automatically because
We've been playing too much. But, now, do you know if the fight with Jesse Vargas is made, for Kell Brook?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it should be made. I believe it is made.
Yeah.
I've seen something recent where they're saying that the fight is made. Now, what he does after that, I'm not sure, because he's talking about moving up the weight, which if he does that and he does not fight Errol Spence Jr., see, this goes right back to what we just talking about, man. The ducking, the
bullshit. Yeah.
Right, and it's disgusting. It really is. Okay, everybody knows. For anybody that knows boxing at all, everybody knows that Errol Spence Jr. is a prime-time opponent, man. But we also know that Kell Brook has good punching power, and he's a good opponent. So this is a great fight for the fans. But other than to give a good fight to the fans, you would rather run up and go up and wait. You know, at the end, when I look at situations like this, the only people that lose at the end is us. We're the ones that lose. Because now we don't get to see this great fight unless Errol Spence Jr. decides to go up and wait and chase this man and become his mandatory again some type of way. It's cat and mouse, man. It's a lot of back and forth, man. I don't appreciate it. Now, if he decides to fight Errol Spence Jr. before he moves up in weight, then okay, respect. You know, I take my hat there. You know, respect to him. He came through as far as his obligation to fight his mandatories, just as how he has been throughout his career. His excuses have always been, I can't fight you because I have to fight my mandatory. Now Errol Spence Jr. is your mandatory, and all of a sudden you want to go up and wait after this Vargas fight?
Yeah.
No, man. I don't accept that. I don't.
And the IBF done pulled some strings with Brook because if I remember correctly, Errol Spence was the mandatory the fight before this one, I believe.
Absolutely. That's true.
So they can, these sanctioning bodies, they can pull whatever strings they want and then fucking make Mosley #1 contender for Thurman and Porter, and then they can't punish a goddamn judge for coming up with these bullshit scores, you know?
Right. Shit. AKA CJ Ross.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree, man. And I feel like just as you told me before when I made that Errol Spence Jr. video, man, he's going to catch a lot of havoc just for how good he is, man. He really is. And it's not his fault. You know, it's a damn shame. When you look at any other sport, we're talking basketball or football, you look at these other sports, you're always rewarded for how good you are. Boxing is one of the only sports where when you don't have a title or anything else like that, you can be punished for how good you are.
Yes, and Errol Spence is a perfect example of that. He's his worst enemy. He's too good.
Right.
He's too good for his own good.
Right. And what I didn't like, man, and something that really turned my stomach was the moment that a lot of these questions were asked, to guys with titles and folks in a position to fight for titles. Even down to Sean Porter, they asked them, is he ready to fight guys like